Chicks can swim. In the summer, the little ducklings spent all day swimming and playing in the water, having a great time. Occasionally, when he came ashore, he would proudly boast to his good friend, the chick, "I bet you've never been to the other side of the river. The scenery there is amazing, with lush green grass, red flowers among the flowers, and beautiful butterflies dancing. Ah, too bad you can't see it." Every time the chick heard the duckling describe the scenery on the other side of the river, she would longingly stand by the riverbank, wishing to see if the beauty was as described by the duckling. One day, unable to resist, the chick said to the duckling, "Hey, friend, I want to go see the other side of the river." Upon hearing this, the duckling laughed heartily and said, "Don't daydream, my friend. You can't swim at all. How do you expect to go to the other side of the river? Do you plan to grow wings and fly over there?" The chick, despite being mocked by the duckling, didn't feel discouraged. Instead, it fueled her determination. She secretly made up her mind, "I must go to the other side of the river. If the duckling can do it, so can I." After parting ways with the duckling, the chick walked while thinking. Lost in her thoughts, she almost bumped into a goose. Curious about her downcast look, the goose asked, "Chick, what's wrong?" "Mrs. Goose, the duckling can swim to the other side of the river, and he's so proud of it. He says the scenery there is very beautiful. I also want to go see it, but I can't swim," the chick sighed. The goose smiled and said, "What's the problem? You just need to build a small boat with some wood." "Yes, why didn't I think of that?" the chick exclaimed excitedly. "Great, I will go find some wood now." Thanking the goose, the chick hurried back home. In the yard of her owner's house, she found a piece of discarded wood lying in the corner. She rushed over to push it. However, the wood was too heavy, and she couldn't move it, let alone use it to build a boat. But the chick, refusing to give up, continued to struggle with the wood. Coincidentally, the duckling who had just come ashore saw this. He couldn't understand what the chick was doing. So he walked over and asked curiously, "Chick, what are you doing?" "I'm going to build a raft," the chick said loudly. "Ah, are you kidding me?" The duckling sneered, then continued, "With your small body, you can't even move such a big piece of wood, let alone build a boat. You're just daydreaming." "Nothing is difficult if you have the will," the chick said while pushing the wood. Just then, she heard the duckling scream in surprise. It turned out that the owner had just thrown out a paper bowl used for instant noodles, and it hit the duckling's head. Startled, the duckling ran away. Seeing this, the chick's eyes lit up. This was a ready-made boat. The paper bowl was very light, and with a few pushes, she managed to get it into the river. Then, she bravely jumped into the bowl. The chicks and ducklings on the shore saw the chick jump into the bowl in the river, and they exclaimed in surprise. Some of the timid chicks even cried. Once she stabilized herself in the bowl, the chick shouted to the chicks on the shore, "Hey, brothers and sisters, Come with me to see the scenery on the other side of the river." The chicks on the shore waved and said anxiously, "Chick, please come up. Chicks are most afraid of water. It's very dangerous for you to do this." The chick stood steadily in the bowl and said, "It's okay. It's very safe to sit in the bowl." The chicks on the shore panicked and said, "Please come up. Falling into the river is very scary." Ignoring their calls, the chick shrugged and shouted to herself, "Set sail." However, the paper boat didn't move. Now the little chick was in a dilemma. How could she make the boat float to the other side? The ducks on the shore saw the boat not moving and laughed at Chick, saying she was overestimating herself and daydreaming. Feeling embarrassed by the mocking, the chick lowered her head. Suddenly, she found a small spoon used for eating noodles in the bowl. She excitedly picked it up and began to paddle in the water. At first, it wasn't easy. She spun the bowl in circles, causing more laughter from the ducks on the shore. But after trying repeatedly, she found the trick. With her paddling, the boat steadily moved towards the other side of the river. At that moment, the chick was filled with joy, especially when she heard her brothers and sisters on the shore clapping and cheering for her. This gave her strength, and she paddled even harder. In what seemed like a distant shore, she arrived in no time. Feeling excited, she got off the boat and looked around. To her disappointment, the scenery on the other side of the river was almost the same as where she lived. It seemed that she had been deceived by the duckling. Just as she was about to scold the duckling, she felt she should thank him instead. It was the duckling's lie that prompted her to successfully cross the river and come to the other side. After pausing for a moment on the other side of the river, the chick decided to explore this new place. She discovered a dense forest with tall trees and the sweet scent of flowers under the shade. The chick was delighted and began to venture into the forest, discovering many wonderful plants and small animals. While walking through the forest, the chick encountered a wise cat. The cat said to the chick, "My young friend, although you did not find the so-called beautiful scenery on the other side of the river, you have learned bravery, perseverance, and creativity. These qualities are the most precious treasures." Upon hearing the cat's words, the chick suddenly understood. She realized that this journey not only fulfilled her wish to see the other side of the river, but more importantly, it helped her learn to face difficulties and challenges without giving up, bravely embracing them. Guided by the cat, the chick continued to explore the wonders of the other side of the river. She discovered a small stream, crystal clear with gently flowing water. The chick decided to rest here for a while, quietly enjoying the beauty of nature. After spending some pleasant time on the other side of the river, the chick decided to return home. With fond memories and experiences of growth from the other side of the river, she embarked on her journey back. When the chick returned to her hometown, she was warmly welcomed by the other chicks. They had heard about the little chick's successful crossing of the river and admired her courage and perseverance. The chick shared the beautiful scenery and experiences she had seen on the other side of the river, inspiring many other chicks and helping them understand that with courage and belief, they could overcome difficulties and achieve their dreams. The story of the chick tells us that no matter what difficulties and challenges we face, as long as we persist and courageously move forward, we can achieve our dreams and gain growth and strength along the way. Thank you for watching my video. Remember to subscribe and like for more exciting story content.